So we just learned about level 1 evaluation. Let's move on to level 2 evaluation. And as you can see, we're diving deeper and deeper and deeper into gathering more and more information that can help us see, really, are our initiatives and our interventions successful. So let's dive in to level 2 evaluation. So as mentioned in the close of the previous video on level 1 evaluation, there is a dynamic link between level 1 reaction and level 2 learning. It's almost as if the initiative is not a favorable experience for folks, then we can almost guarantee that there's no learning going to be involved. Level 2 is just not going to be there. But if it is a favorable experience, it can't necessarily tell us that there will be learning, there will be level 2, but it gives us a much greater chance of there actually being. So level 2 evaluation deals with what are the participants learning because of or in this particular initiative. So level 2 deals with learning. Now, when we think about learning, really the question that this answers, this level 2 evaluation answers is, to what extent did the initiative improve a particular something in someone? And we're going to get pretty specific here. You can see on the flip chart right next to me, did it improve attitudes? Or was it an effective improvement? Did it improve someone's knowledge or a group's knowledge or a cognitive improvement? Or was it behavioral? Was it a skills increase? Was it an improvement in skills? Obviously, when we start talking about level 3, which gets into behavioral evaluation, again, you can kind of see the dynamic link between, again, level 2 and level 3, just like what we talked about with level 1 and level 2. But was there an improvement in attitudes, knowledge, or skills? Now, if we're going to go this level, if we're going to dive into level 2 evaluation, we've got to make sure that our measurements are linked to our particular initiative's objectives. Because if we don't have a reason why and what we really want to get out of our particular initiative, then we're really going to have a hard time of really knowing, well, what kind of attitudes am I trying to, see if there's an improvement in? Or what kind of knowledge do I want the people who are participating in this particular initiative to move through? Or what kind of skills are going to be improved because of this initiative, or things of that nature. So we want to make sure that we know exactly what we want to see out of our initiative, so that way we can then measure it really starting here. Because it's not reaction. It's not, hey, how do you feel about this? Now we're starting to dive into some pretty concrete, movable momentum in trying to gather some information here about whether or not this initiative is successful. So how do we collect level 2 data? Well, again, surveys, questionnaires are really, really effective in this particular way. Around this questionnaires and surveys, there's 2 particular elements that we really want to pay attention to, and that's this Likert scale, right? So you've got a question or a particular objective, and then you ask on a scale of 1 to 5, on a scale of 1 to 7, how did this meet this particular criteria? So that's your Likert scale, and then you can kind of gauge participation from there. Another great way to gauge learning is, what are you going to put into practice after this initiative? What's going to change for you in your world after this particular initiative? And that's action plans. Again, we'll give you some more concrete examples when we get into class that you can mess around with and try to see if it fits your particular context. But Likert scales and action plans tend to be the difference between just getting reaction, how did you feel about this, versus is there something concrete that you have learned? Is there a change? Is there a difference in, again, your attitudes, your knowledge, or your skills because of this particular initiative?